EP.
Good evening, fellas. Welcome to the 19th episode of Fresh Start Live with Fee and Pat, where the motto is stay ready to keep from getting ready. I'm Pat.
And I'm Fee. We actually have a great show for you today.
Yes. Today,
That's what Pat would say.
we have a
when do we
different
ever
show.
when do we ever not having a great show?
Well, I think we have to plant that level of expectation, and hopefully we live up to that. Today is going to be
A unique one.
unique show.
All right. So this is where we reflect on what had happened and planning for how we're gonna moving forward with this.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Speaking of reflex, we have a guest coming in.
Wow.
He's been absent for so long.
The irony of it is, I was just wondering where was our light guy about 10 minutes ago.
So you guys notice that we keep having problem with the lightings and audio issue. Even one time we went offline, right?
Right?
Yeah, because we were absent one member
Yeah.
of this team.
Yeah. The commitment was there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and he finally showed up today.
I don't blame him, though. I blame two things. I blame it on two things.
He was too busy being not financial advisor. That's
Yeah,
one of it, right?
I blame it on Doge and AMC. All right, fellas. So, like Fee said, today we're reflecting, and we're gonna plan this thing out. So in reflecting,
So this is the 19th episode, and we
19th
did
episode.
about 5 of the trial run. So that's it's almost like half a year of doing this.
wow, don't even.
It doesn't feel like it, right?
No, does not.
So what have you learned in the last 6 months doing this, Pat?
I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. Commitment. I mean, because half of this time I've gone to Estes on Tuesday, and my goal has always been be back at this office by 4:30. So that's one thing.
So commitment. That's a word that a lot of people don't want to use, and is rightly used for this because it's many times I just want to say, you know what, let's skip this week.
Yeah.
So the difficulty is when we're doing this thing live, and when you do it live, you plan for the guests, you plan on the topic. When one of the guests say, "Hey, I can't show up," it would tell us like a few days before, and then we just get a replacement. But then if we get the news on the day of, it's kind of hard to bring in a replacement.
I mean, it make us stick to our tagline though. Stay ready, keep them getting ready.
Exactly. That's why the show kept go on for the last 6 months.
That's right. That's right. And thinking about 6 months worth of shows. I mean, what would be your favorite show we had?
I'm going to use a political correct, and all of them are my favorite show. Every single one of those guests is my star.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my sentiment, man. Because you kind of feel like as a parent, there was something great in each show. But I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna have everybody be irritated at me. I think my favorite show, if I had to pick one, is one I learned a lot in, and I think it's more about the behind the scenes. And that was when we had Tori and his business partner.
Mm-hmm.
And what I learned most about that show was that I was really fat on camera, and I shouldn't wear small T-shirts. And that wasn't a good setup being open like that. So.
Okay, so most of the people watching this know me, and you guys know me, and not only I hate speaking in public, getting in front of a camera is even worse.
Oh.
So to go back and watch the very first episode was very difficult for me. And to watch all of them was extremely difficult. Hearing my self-talk, seeing how I looked on camera, it was very difficult. So But and then now I feel like it's something I have to do, and it's kind of fun now.
You know, and it's like I told you in the beginning because I always felt like you was a little too critical of yourself because it's kind of like you always flowed. Like if I was out there just watching, didn't know you, I'd be like, you know what, that dude's comfortable. But in knowing you, I know what it's take for you to do that, and I think it's a growing opportunity for both of us.
Well, it took some time. I remember the first probably 10 episode, I was using a different persona.
That's right.
So kind of psych
Chatterchino.
myself. This is not me. This someone else. But I'm comfortable now. It's just I don't know. Feet trans skin.
I also think it's those guys out there, man. I see we got a group of guys already involved today. Glad you guys here because we're gonna need you guys. We're gonna lean on you guys for information and feedback today. So we got, of course, cooking in the hammer lane. I hope you're not driving, Alfredo. We got Gerald Dooley with us, Max Hahn. Yes, Max, that's Chopper, XCon Fitness. Sergio, he say, what's up, Fee and Pat? What's up, dude? So we're gonna need feedback and input from you
All
guys.
right, let bring it from the beginning. What was
Okay.
our intention of doing this in the first place?
We wanted to kind of export the servant leader meeting from the
Yeah,
inside
we
out.
like it so much. We want to do a servant leader meeting out here.
Yeah.
All right, because of that, we add in some of the elements that we think was all right, but then it doesn't sound right doing out here.
Yeah.
You remember any of them?
Birthdays.
Yeah, we did try hard on the birthday, and then that didn't really have that same meaning
Yeah, it
in
was,
there. What was it in there that was so special on the birthday?
I think for the guys whose birthday it was that acknowledgement, even though they played like they didn't want to dance down and get the pencil and the
Folder.
certificate and folder, but to be identified and recognized and appreciated on your birthday. I think that meant a lot to the guys, and for the guys who were celebrating them, initially it's kind of like let's have fun at their expense, but then realize what we all end up having a time. So I think it's just a whole celebrating each other and just enjoying the moment.
And it's kind of like become a PEP culture kind of thing.
Yeah,
And it's a special birthday. How do you want your birthday, right?
yeah,
It's not only we're gonna sing you a happy birthday, but how you want your birthday.
yeah.
All right. But we can't replicate on this show. It's really difficult. I don't know how. If you guys know how out there, give us a suggestion.
Yeah, please, please. I think it's that whole energy because I'm not gonna dance every week for y'all to come down and get your pencil and your. Nah, I'm not gonna, and I don't think Fee want to do that either. But I think that's one of the biggest parts. The whole let's dance down and stand up, and I get to stand there and tell you, I'm 36 and I look 50, or no.
So what is it about the show in the last few weeks that you like the most? The format.
I think what's a couple of things that I like. I like one the topic because I think we've been very specific in the topics each week. But I think more so than anything, it's the 3 or 4 guys who've been here week in and week out.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Sergio.
you just took that thought out of my mind.
Yeah, like
because-
Sergio. We ain't heard from Sergio in a year, but Sergio has been here every week for what, 5, 6 weeks?
Yeah. And Willis was
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
Steven was on there.
Yeah.
There were several guys was on there, like a few weeks in a row. So it doesn't matter. We coming out, we doing this, spend all this effort, and we have one person who cheering us on.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's right. And Max. We can't get Max to stay in the office, but Max show up here on Tuesday.
And that's another thing that we say that we're gonna do, and we only did it once, and then we haven't done it. So took the show up to Dallas.
Yeah.
All right, so we didn't kept up with that, even though we're quite mobile.
Yeah. I think for the people who don't realize there's a lot that go into that.
Mhm.
The travel, and it's kind of like one of the situations we have where guys cancel.
Mhm.
You know, if we have a show planned in Dallas and a guy scheduled and he canceled, we've That's 7 hours of windshield time, 3.5 hours up, 3.5 hours back. That
Yeah, then there's only one person. There's three of us.
yeah,
I let Chopper go with us with before.
man, we can't get Chopper to come to the office. Yeah, we're gonna give you a hard time.
All right, so if we retool these things, what do you think this show should look like? What element of it that you want to keep, and which one we should innovate?
I think like we was talking earlier, one of the things is getting a co-guest because the reality of it is you and I won't be here forever doing this.
10 year at least.
Well, Lord, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, in the words of the old people, most definitely. But I think that there's going to come a time where they're going to get tired of hearing us.
Look, we got a new.
Gerald Jimenez, what's going on, bro? What's up with the nice shirts? You like that? Hit my line. We'll get you hooked up with one for a
I
low,
thought
low,
he
low
got
price.
one. Didn't he came here and picked it up?
Oh yeah, he came got his already.
He got two.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Oh, you just high
Just high
side.
side.
Okay. But the other co-host aspect, and like you was talking earlier about location, going on location.
Mm-hmm. All right, so like I say, doing live is very difficult. So I imagine that when we redo this, um, not sound like we're gonna stop for a while and then start next week. We're gonna be live again, but to keeping this fresh, I think we should do about 80% live,
Okay.
which means it's about 40 weeks live. Uh, and then the other 20% is we're going on location. So we could go visit Chopper at his shop when he don't showed up the previous week, and do an interview of him there, maybe his boss, and who knows.
Yeah.
So we can accumulate all of these call on location episode, and then we play them on the Tuesday, just like we would do live.
I like
Is that possible, Edison? Okay.
What you guys think? But I like that. I like that idea.
Or we could always go down to Corporate Christie and do some of the PEP brother down there.
Yeah, that'd be a good excuse to go and hit the beach. Fresh start live around fresh water. What y'all think about that? No, salt water. Yeah, I mean, the opportunities are endless, and and that's the beautiful thing about doing this, because we're going to continue to figure out how we're going to better reach the guys and better serve the guys.
In terms of topics, what do you think we should focus on? We did a lot about guys starting their business. We did some on parenting. We did some on network. Uh, what should be the focus on the topics?
I think we should get more suggestions from the audience, but I also think that we've spent these last 24, 25 weeks, and I think most of the things have been centered around our connection with PEP. But in an effort to reach beyond PEP, because I know that there's a lot of people that need to hear the information, but if all they hear is PEP, they don't know what PEP is, and they kind of like after 5, 10 minutes in, they kind of like maybe check out. But I think to have more topics that are relevant to life, and that anybody could click on and say, you know what, I got a word out of that, or I got something out of that.
Okay. So should we ask the audience what's the next week topic should be when we doing a live episode?
We should. I think we should, and I think that's one of the things. Also, this is my thinking. If we're going to be committed to doing this and being there, we need a commitment from our audience also.
Okay.
I see we've got a couple of more people who checked in. BK said, y'all going to broadcast live from the cruise ship. I got something up my sleeve. Miha, sounds fun. Thank y'all for joining us. But I think we should our audience should send us in suggestions all week, all through the week, and it's kind of like we just have a suggestion box. Maybe we randomly or intentionally go and get a topic out each week.
Okay. So I think with any guest that we can pull in, uh, we could interview that person on any of those topics.
Yeah. Except for we don't want to interview Chopper on attendance and relationships. Y'all see he's really here.
All right. Can you tell us that why you are not a financial advisor?
I'm not a financial advisor because I don't want to get sued. Now, this is a real life story, bro. Look, I ran up, and he was talking about Doge and AMC and stuff. I ran up to about $500,000, bro. Not even going to joke. But ask me how much I have now is nowhere close to that. We started back at ground zero, man. You live and you learn, right? But real talk, ran that boy up, and now I'm trying to run it back up again. So
No, if you ever watching the old episode, we did telling the people how much you were making, and then we also tell them how much you were losing too.
that's what's up. That's good. It's nice to know when to take some gains, man. Because whenever you're trading stocks, it could go either way, real quick and real fast. Like today, up 12K, just in a trading day. And so that's something that's kind of got me motivated to want to keep trading because, man, I can't make that money at my job. At my normal job, I'm not making that, and they're working me hard. Like this week, I should be at Rio Frio right now on vacation. I'm at my job, because the boss sees what I do and he needs me. Had 2 guys out, When we out here, bro, you got to grind for everything you want, everything you need. And when I'm a single father and I'm raising 3 kids, sometimes PEP TV or not PEP, I'm sorry.
Fresh Start Live.
Fresh Start Live. It's got to be on hold, man, because these kids come first before anything. And, in order for me to feed them, I got to put the job before that. So, that's been a major reason why I've been out. But, yeah, man, I love this. I love everything that y'all are doing, man. And
when we move to the Mecca Hub, we actually have a room for family.
There it is.
Which means we're going to put in PlayStations, Xbox, or whatever is comfortable, couch, building blocks, so you can bring your kid there.
Sounds like a Madden tournament to me.
Yeah,
so two things I take away from what he just said, fellas, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong. 2 things. First thing, when we doing wrong in the street, what we always hear is scared money don't make money, right? So I'm going to tell you, I was investing, and I got scared with my money, and I pulled out ahead, something like 300% gain.
It's not about investing. It's not about making money or losing money. I think what is really interesting about what Chopper is doing is he's doing it with all PEP brothers.
That's right.
It's the people we're talking to. Was it all PEP brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
you got a group chat and all PEP brothers.
And you have a group of guys that doing construction, and they all talk to each other. And you have a group of guys that doing transportation, they all talk to each other.
Right.
So it's not what you choose to make your money, it's just who you choose to do it with. And that's the most important thing.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
But the second one, that was a good cleanup, bro, because you already know that parenting always gonna come first with us. So that was a good cleanup.
Yeah.
Good job.
I mean, I had to clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when you look, here's the deal. They talked about commitment earlier, right? So when you committed to something, that means you got to put your all in it. Like these guys, they were fully committed from the beginning. Before I got here, probably like the second or third time.
The second episode.
The second episode, right? And then they said they needed lighting. I was like, I do photography and stuff like that, and I haven't been doing it lately, but I bought some equipment. So I was like, hey, I got some lighting equipment that y'all could use. Just whenever y'all need it or whenever y'all done with it, whatever, I'll take it back. But I ain't even worried about it because I ain't shooting nothing with it. So, brought it in there like, hey, you want to be the production? And me not thinking it all the way through and what I got my job that would require me to be, working long hours, which is probably why I advanced so fast, in the industry. But in my position, because, You know, I started off as a project manager. I'm almost where it's the boss, his partner, and then kind of like, you know, I'm close to right there. So, and you know, I increased my salary by 105% within the 3 years that I've been there, or 2 years that I've been there. So,
Hey, noted he say 105%. That's like stock talking.
stock talk. So if you don't, that means if you have a dollar and you put another dollar beside it, that's 100%. So I've increased my total salary by that much, you know. So it's just grinding, and that sometimes that requires me to work till midnight, getting up at 4:30 and going to work to be there at 6. You know what I mean? So it's nonstop,
We
man.
forgive you, bro. I'm just petty.
I know. I ain't gonna deny that. Yeah, you right. You sure right.
All right, let recap this episode. So we going forward, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna focus on topic that relevant to life, right? We're gonna go on Dallas at least once a quarter.
Once a quarter.
Can we have a commitment from everybody here?
I'm in.
All right.
I
You want to
ain't
go,
gonna
Dallas?
say nothing, man, I mean, I will go, but I can't. We're not gonna make it.
Okay, we're gonna do lives 80%, which is about 40 weeks out of the year, and then the other 12 weeks is gonna be on location. We're gonna go visit the participants. No, not participant. We're gonna go visit our brothers at their workplace, wherever it is, and we're gonna do a short segments on it. We're gonna keep blind dates. When we do live, we're gonna show those videos.
Okay.
We're gonna keep Starbucks quiz. How about a PEP update, inside and outside? You like that?
Yeah, it sounds good. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
And we're gonna focus on it. Get at least one co-guest every quarter.
I like that.
Not
I most
only that we
definitely
have
like
a
that.
regular guest, but we got not a co-guest, a
co-host.
co-host
Yeah.
every quarter. If I'm missing anything else or anything you guys would like to see, so just comment in.
I think we need to emphasize on that co-host so these guys can understand. And we don't mean a co-host that's a PEP staff member. We need a co-host that's one of you guys. So feel free to volunteer if you want to come up here and kick it. Hit us up.
All right, I think that's a wrap. You got anything else to say?
Yeah, just gonna say, like, since just man, like I'm not gonna lie. I've skipped a few shows, so I'm trying to get caught up. But if y'all done like, I'm pretty sure y'all have done already all the driving values and stuff on what y'all could have as a topic for the show. But maybe like throw fun out there quite a bit. You know what I mean? Like go do something fun and record that. You know?
So I guess that's your favorite value, right? Fun, right?
Yeah, I like to have fun.
Fun. Just
I need to really work on that white stewardship though, man. Go $500,000 there.
So, fellas, y'all feel free, man, to continue to shoot us some suggestions. Well, Max say you look too skinnier than usual today. You two look skinnier than usual. What you trying to get, Max? It ain't that we look skinnier, bro. I'm down 8 pounds. I just want you to know that.
Oh, so if we all look the same, I mean, you down 8 pounds, I gain 8 pounds.
I mean, I gained some.
So, since we're going to stick with our format, I think we need to come up with a Starbucks quiz. I didn't have one before the show, but I'm going to give this one off the cuff. Okay. So, who was one of two, or maybe you can name both, PEP case managers when I was released in 2009? Houston.
Oh, that's way too easy.
That's easy, but let's see who's gonna figure it out. Max, you can't answer. Who was one of two or both of PEP's case managers in Houston when I was released? Ed, you can't answer either. And we're going in 5, 4, 3. Alfredo, no attempt. Don't wait till we go off talking about I had it, I had it, I had it. 2 and 1. So, fellas, we thank y'all for joining us today, man, as we reflected and kind of, created a vision with you guys of where we're going. Remember, we're on a mission to celebrate 1 million stories. And today, we want closer to that goal because we kind of reflected and celebrated. Okay, XCon Fitness, I'm going to give you that one. That's a free one on me. I'm going to give you that one. Today, we kind of celebrated, I guess, we've gotten to this point.
Fresh Start live show,
Yeah.
the story.
So, and that's a blessing. You
So
know
you'll
what?
say Max.
I'm gonna give it to both Mikey and Sergio. Both of y'all got it. Yeah, it was Max Hahn and John Shaw.
Gerald say who? Marcus?
Marcus. No, Gerald. Max Hahn and John Shaw. So that's closed. Greg. Okay, cooking in the Hammerland.
Y'all know Pat's cheap though, so he's gonna take that same $5 Starbucks card and y'all gonna have to split it.
No, I'm gonna give him $5 each. With Mikey, I give Mikey 2 bangs, he'll be all right.
Okay.
So fellas, keep this in mind, man. Freedom demands responsibility, but responsibility demands accountability. So until we meet again, peace.
See y'all next week.